Hey folks, Aaron here from WYRE. I want to take a few minutes today to talk about some terminology that you're going to hear grow in popularity over the next couple months and probably throughout the rest of the year. And that is an AI control plane. So if you have ever heard of that term, specifically control plane, um, you know what I'm talking about. If that term is new to you, a control plane is a piece of software or an application that is providing resources or policies to other software packages or applications. So where does this fit in with AI? Well, right now, as people are using AI and AI tools more and more, uh, there is a growing need for compliance and governance and policies and all those sorts of things. So how do you tell your agents or even the humans who are using AI tools that they have to abide by some sort of policy, or here's the resources that you're given, here's how you're allowed to use those resources? Well, that's an AI control plane. So where does Conduit fit into all of that? Well, Conduit is an AI control plane. And when I say an AI control plane, in this case, I'm not specifically talking about how we govern what a model itself might be doing. We're governing what a model might have access to, right? So Conduit is an MCP gateway first, right? We are consolidating MCP connections from all the different tools that an MSP or really internal IT teams or a business. We're consolidating those connections and providing a single reference point through which tool calls from AI tools are being made, right? So that applies to both humans and it applies to agents. Now, when we talk about a control plane, right, you heard me mention policies, resources, security, compliance, governance, all those things. Well, what does that mean practically? Well, let's say I am a managed service provider and I use Kaseya's tools. I've got Autotask, I've got Datto RMM, I've got IT Glue, all connected into Conduit. What I can do from there is govern and provide policies for what Claude or ChatGPT, or if I've created an agent or I'm using something like Hats, I can govern what those specific tools are allowed to do. I can say, hey, you know what? If you're a team member on the support team, you get read-only access. Even though an MCP server might provide more than that, it might provide some write actions or some write tools. It might provide something that's a little bit more destructive, such as maybe deleting resources. I could say, hey, anybody on this team by default is only going to get read-only access. And I can do that with an agent as well, right? Let's say I want an agent that is going to do analysis of SOC alerts. And I've given it a rubric and I've said, hey, you're going to analyze all the alerts that are coming in from something like Rocket Cyber or Sentinel-1. I don't want you to do anything with those alerts, but I do want you to give me a report on those. So I could impose read-only access there. So that's what an AI control plane does, right? It provides governance. It really provides this whole layer on top of AI and AI tools that is not just about governing those connections, but securing them, right? Making sure that we have visibility into what humans through their AI tools or agents are doing, looking at things like audit logs or being able to ship those logs off to a SIEM if we're using a SIEM. And then also being able to give some fine-grained control to what humans and agents are doing. Maybe I want my support manager to have write access. and he's using Claude, to do some assistance with his work on a daily basis. I can do that through a tool like Conduit. So there you go. I'm on my way into the office and figured I'd take a few minutes to explain what an AI control plane is and how Conduit fits into it. If you're interested in Conduit or a tool like it, feel free to reach out. You can follow us on LinkedIn. Look for WYRE AI. You can also follow me, DM me, or you can reach out on our website, wire.ai, or conduit.wire.ai is where Conduit lives, and I'd be happy to give you a demo and set you up with a trial. Thanks so much.